Toyota has redesigned its Prius Hybrid for 2016, and the result is an improved car, especially in the areas of driving dynamics and its interior. For the first time, the Prius is a car that's aimed at people who care about more than just getting the highest mileage. The 2016 Prius has a stiffer chassis, a lower center of gravity, and a retuned suspension, and the result is the best handling Prius to date. I was able to test the 2016 Prius against a 2015 Prius on a handling course, and it was night and day. The old car felt kind of sloppy with a lot of body lean, and it almost felt like the tires were underinflated. The 2016 Prius felt much better. It was much more responsive. The improvement is definite. Toyota also revised the drivetrain on the 2016 Prius, saying that they tried to provide more low-end grunt compared to the 2015 model. And the results here aren't as impressive as they were with the handling and the suspension. Yeah, there's a little more grunt, but the fact is the Prius still remains a modestly powered car. And in particular on the highway, you really have to anticipate your passing moves. So how did Toyota improve the mileage of a car that already got exceptional mileage? There's a bunch of different reasons. Starting with the outside, this roof peak has been redesigned so that the high point is shifted a little bit more forward. Also on the outside, they've installed big panels underneath the car to help improve airflow so there's not as many things sticking out to sort of grab the air. Makes it more aerodynamically efficient. Along the same lines, there's also active grille shutters up front that close up and make everything a lot smoother as far as airflow goes. They've also retuned the engine so there's less internal friction, and the batteries have changed for most Prius models. Most Prius models now get a more energy-dense lithium-ion battery pack. For my money, the biggest improvements that Toyota made to the Prius are here in the interior. Before, the previous car was boring. I mean, it was just drab and didn't look good, and there wasn't a lot going on. Now they've spent a lot of time working on the textures, the shapes, how this climate control vent sort of nestles into the door. Also, the center stack is raised. It's got a different finish than the rest of the dash. It really looks good. And finally, the graphics are so much better. Before, it was just sort of a plain, no color, ugly display up here. Now we've got these two screens, both in full color, with a lot more information on them. It's just a better, more futuristic design all the way around. That's not to say that everything is perfect inside of the Prius. For starters, on some of the upper trim levels, there's some trim pieces that I don't really like. I go into that in my review on cars.com. You can read about it there. And also, I could use just a little more padding here for my elbows, especially around the window area. I got really old after a long day in the car. In the end, the 2016 Prius remains true to its mission of being a car aimed at people who want to get high mileage or are just interested in the newest technology. But in the past, the Prius made sacrifices in terms of comfort and style. With the new version, the Prius finally feels like a car that could attract people who are interested in the car they want to drive and not just a symbol of their environmental piety.